Osio Halito. Season's greetings. This is the season of the Feast of the Ancestors, also called Fete Gede or Dia de Muertos, also called Samhain for the Wiccans, and the bastardized version is Halloween. This is the season of the ancestors, receiving messages from the ancestors and our loved ones who have transitioned. Around this time, the veil is thin, meaning the connection between the spiritual realm and the physical realm is very high for the collective. Now, during normal days, all days, 365, you have oracles, seers, sages, shamans, priests, priestesses, prophets who see and hear the messages of the spiritual realm every day because they are naturally tuned in, because that is our gift. But during this season, October and November, this is the season for the collective as a whole to tap into the messages of our ancestors and our loved ones who have transitioned or died. That's why it's called the Day of the Dead, or the Feast of the Dead, or the Feast of the Ancestors, the Day of the Ancestors. You also have All Saints Day, All Souls Day. And so you have life and death. Life and death are married. According to our ancestors, they celebrated the duality of things. You have life and you have death. These things are facts. They are constant. Okay? And you also have the gatekeepers of the cemetery of the dead, which is the issues. The female issue, which is also called Maria of Seven Crossroads. And you have Ishu, which is also called Baron Samedi or Papa Legba. The gatekeepers have the keys. They are kind of like the middleman or the middle woman that is the gatekeeper to let you speak to your dead ancestors or dead loved ones. This is constant in a lot of indigenous and aboriginal spiritualities. They have the crossroads in common. We have the crossroads. This is where life and death meets. Life and death are married for life. We will always experience this in the circle of life. This is why the circle is around the crossroads. The circle represents the medicine wheel, which encompasses the four sections, like the four seasons in natural earthly life, spring, summer, fall, and winter, which also symbolizes birth, rebirth, or death. Okay, so these seasons happen in the earth realm and in our individual lives. We have seasons of spring in our lives. We have seasons of summer, manifestations, seeing the fruit of our labor, our growth. We also have fall when it's descending into the cocoon stage, like the caterpillar. You go within, you heal yourself, you deal with your issues, your angels and your demons. And then during spring, you start to spring forth in renewal, rebirth. We're hitting life again. And then the cycle starts all over again. This is called the circle or the cycle of life. And the Toltec tapped into this because they learned from our ancestors the Tamo Ankin, the She, the Xi, the Olmec, which is the mother-father civilization of aboriginals of this world. So, now is the time to tap into the spiritual messages of our ancestors, to ask them questions and get answers. You will get them answered in dreams or visions or signs and symbols, messages everywhere. The thing is, are we paying attention? This is what we must do during this time. And we tap into their energy by dressing in their regalia, whether that's the Aboriginal American Indians, the Africans, the Creoles, the Spanish, the French, whatever spirituality, culture, and bloodline you come from. You can tap into the energy of your ancestors by wearing their regalia, their traditional wear. For the medicine women, the holy men, the chiefs, the warriors, the braves, the priests and priestesses, the shamans. All of those titles our ancestors held. We can tap into their energy. You can dress or wear something that your grandmother had, like her ring, her necklace. You can have altars in your home. Having altars in your home with your loved ones' pictures, some of their favorite things, some of the things that they wore, and something to tap into each element: earth, air, fire, and water, which earth would be some herbs or a plant. Also tobacco or incense. And then the incense, it releases the smoke, the steam, which is air or water. And then you can have a candle or a bonfire to represent the fire element. You can have their favorite liquor. You can have rum, tequila, mezcal, which has the maguey plant in it, which is a healing plant, which they made it into liquor. You can take these things into your body and have dreams and visions and talk to your ancestors. You can do it even without those aids, but those aids help you tap in deeper. So these are just tips during this season. So I am doing reading specials. Reading specials are $25 for October and the first week of November. I also do holiday parties for those who are having Dia de Muertos parties, Fete Gede parties, Halloween parties, Samhain parties. I do parties, $100 for up to 10 readings. If you want me to do more than 10 readings, the price goes up. But those are my prices, my specials: $25 for a single reading, and for the parties, $100 for up to 10 readings. So remember, now's the time to tap into the messages of our ancestors. Are you ready to receive your answers now? Peace. Ase A'ho.